Hello, welcome to Frank's School. Happy Christmas Day. This is Christmas Day. This is Christmas morning. As a matter of fact, Christmas dawn. It hasn't even dawned yet. It's Christmas dawn. Christmas morn is coming. I underlined day because yesterday I made a mistake. I heard the bells on Christmas Day. I think I said Christmas Eve because yesterday was Christmas Eve. And here's the carol that this Advent calendar of Christmas hymns and carols. This is the one I'm going to end with. But before I get to that, let me deal with this. I'm going to stop now and take a vacation. 12 days. I thought about going on because we're coming now to Yuletide, for one thing. I mean, this end of December, there's this whole pagan ceremony called Yule. It was the Yuletide, and there's a lot of literature related to that. Maybe another year. This has been enough, I think, for this year. But I do want to leave you with this. I was going to mention the Oxford Book of Carols and bring it down to show you, but again, I'll leave that for another year, maybe next year. But this I want to be sure to tell you about, the Christmas Oratorio, or Weihnachts Oratorio, or something like that. If you look this up, I'll give you the link. Look that up with this man's name, Harnoncourt. I think he's the conductor. There, it's over 2 hours, and it's there it is. I mean, and so if you want more music, well, it didn't stop with Christmas Day. Not in the old days. I mean, for 12 days, that was the 12 days of Christmas on the 12th day. That's about that. Well, Bach composed 6 separate cantatas, one for each day during 12 days. Let's see, I can tell you what they were. The first was for the birth, the second was the Annunciation, the third was the Annunciation to the shepherds, the third was the Adoration to the shepherds, of the shepherds. The fourth was circumcision of Jesus. That was on New Year's Day. Then there was the Magi is the fifth, and Epiphany is the last one, which I think was January 6th. Well, anyway, they're put together as one oratorio. In a way, if you love Handels Messiah, this is a little bit. Well, it isn't really the same. It's not the same. But anyway, this has been put together. Handels Messiah is an oratorio. Now, this name, there's the one to look for, I think. That's my choice. But this is also brilliantly done. Sir John Gardner, I think, or John Gardner, I don't know if he's Sir, is the conductor. The Monteverdi Choir, you can see it done by an English choir. Or this is done by a German, both are small, German choir. This is a boys' choir, boys and men's choir. This has women in it. And they're both brilliant. They're both wonderful. So that could fill out your 12 days if you decided to, every other day watch one of those cantatas. And in a way, what I had to say yesterday about the American reply to the brilliant choirs of Germany and England. Well, here we're back to Germany and England. All right, now this carol, it's a German folk song, and I was not able to find words in German to it. I maybe if I look harder I could find it. It appeared, I guess, 1823. I guess the name of it given to the tune is Christmas Dawn. But this is kind of curious. It was given Swedish words, När juldag morgon glimmar, but my Swedish isn't good enough. I thought about singing it for you in Swedish, but find it on YouTube. It was given Swedish words, and then an American translated those Swedish words into English. Here's his name, Claude William Foss, and his years 1855 to 1935. Now this Swedish connection it comes close home to me because my father was purely Swedish. He was born in the United States, but he was completely Swedish, and he spoke Swedish, and he loved this. He loved this carol, this hymn. He taught us to sing it in Swedish. The first verse of it. I think of the 5 kids, I was the only one that could then go on to do it afterward. And as I say, it's a little tempting, but I won't. So anyway, German, Swedish, English, American English at that. Kind of interesting. Now the words open. The words open like this: when Christmas morn is dawning, in faith I would repair unto the lowly manger, my Savior lieth there. Unto the lowly manger, my Savior lieth there. I've used the repeat mark. And why I put this here is because well, first of all, in the video that comes after this, point 2, that's the ad hoc choir. And they didn't know it. They'd never heard it before. And yet they sang it almost perfectly, really. And I even let on the very end of that video my compliment to them because I thought they'd done so well. But then I added this. In the second year, 65th day, 4th video, if you'll go to that, the 1 minute, 45th second, you'll hear me sing it in English. I used this in The Eve of Christmas, which is a book, a 42 stanza poem that I wrote. And just before the last stanza, I included this. And so that's kind of a different subject, but if you'd like to hear me sing it, it's hard to imagine, but if you'd go to that video, and there you would hear me singing it. Now, I didn't tell you about this. Johannes Brahms used the German folk song in the Academic Festival Overture. Academic Festival Overture. He used that tune. And I couldn't find too much about that either. But anyway, it's there. Okay, now, the poem itself. I'm going to analyze the entire opening stanza. It's easy. It's easy. It's almost too easy. The subject is I would repair. There's the independent clause. I would repair. And repair is we don't use that anymore. You repair something that's broken. Sure, we use the word, but it doesn't mean that here. It means go to something. I thought about looking that up in a dictionary, but I didn't. I'll leave that to you. So I would repair when Christmas morn. I guess I would probably call that. You could say that Christmas modifies morn if you wanted to. Which morn? Christmas morn. I think I'll just call it a phrasal noun. When Christmas morn, whoops, this needs to come, is dawning. Here we've got a adverbial clause. When Christmas morn is dawning, this is the progressive form of the present tense. And when Christmas morn is dawning, and how would I go there? In faith. In faith. When Christmas morn is dawning in faith, I would repair where? Unto manger, the lowly. Now that's the way it's that's the opening sentence. But my Savior lieth there. I chose to punctuate it like this. But to make that happen, see, this is a very easy sentence. My Savior lieth there. But I think why are you going? Because my Savior lieth there. So I choose to say that because is understood. Why? Because My Savior lieth there. My Savior lieth there, because is understood. One of the reasons I want to do that is because of the repeat. When it repeats, it repeats back to here. Unto the lowly manger my Savior lieth there. I choose to treat the whole thing as a single sentence. Let me just check it. When Christmas morn is dawning, in faith I would repair unto the lowly manger. My Savior lieth there. All right, well, I guess that takes care of my Advent calendar of Christmas carols and Christmas hymns. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I'm going to take a little vacation, so I'll see you around January 6th. Bye for now.